The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, looking good. Billy Ray, feeling good, Lewis. This is a chart of the May soybean meal, soybean oil, OIL, and it is limit down, folks, trading at 50.46. We've been alerting you to the fact that this might be happening. We talked about palm oil just the other day, and it was giving indications that, yes, there was some type of a topping action. As you can see here, that we've broken well over 4 cents here in just 2 days. This is the kind of trade that we'll be looking at tomorrow in our trading session. I don't know if we'll get a move like this, but this is the kind of move that we're looking at. In fact, it's such an important move. I'm going to spend just a second, and I want to address one of the emails that we got from someone. This is a chart of the gold from yesterday, and we got a nice email today from Mr. M, and I appreciate him giving his frustration, because I send out the videos giving you what I think is going to happen, and that's all I can do. We were trying to get into the gold market, as you recall, on Monday, and we got there. We hit 1703 and change. We bought it at 05. And it rallied up to 14.5, and I said, do not let that go to a loss. And as you can see, it just started to cascade down. And these are the types of things, when they do start this cascading process, that you have to be able to try to benefit from it. And the only way you can really do it when it's really moving fast is to go down to a smaller time frame, like a 4-minute or a 5-minute chart, so you can enter and not risk very much. And that's the whole key, is to risk as little as possible. But Marcus, I really appreciate your frustration, because I go through it all the time, believe me, because I know it's getting out there late sometimes. That's the only way I can do it right now, but hopefully in the future we're going to be able to have something that we can get it out quickly. I don't do social media, so I'm not going to ever do that, I don't believe. But maybe there's something else that we could use that could work out okay. Let's talk just a tiny bit here, folks, about the U.S. dollar, because it's at a very, very critical level here today. Let me get this up here, and I will bring that to your attention here. Yeah, there it is, what I want to see. First, we're going to do the U.S. dollar. You can see here that we've had that 382 support that was listed down here back in the mid-March, as you see, around the 15th, and then we had the nice move up, and we made a 786 and a 1.618 expansion today, right, getting close to the 94 level, which is one of the areas that we're looking at. But there's one other that to me is very, very important, but it's probably missed by a whole lot of people. Let me get this up. Remember, this is my 2 cents worth, folks. I mean, I do this work, and I sometimes I believe in it more than most people do, but it's very important to me as I look at some of these things, because it makes it real easy to look at. Because I did talk to you about this last week, and we mentioned it also in the newsletter this past week. But here is the one I'm bringing. It's a daily chart of the euro, folks. Now, remember, the euro went way down. We were down at 113, 114. Then we rallied up to 124. Folks, all we've done now, since we've had a 3-month correction here, and that little low today that we had there at 1725, that was an exact, to the tick, 38% retracement of that whole move down. So that may or may not mean anything today. But if the market does turn today, right now it's trading around 1741, 11741, 11742. If it can hold that level, that could mean something very, very important. And if it doesn't, that means that it's not very important. Very easy to figure that one out. So that's why I watched it. It hasn't moved very much. So that's the main thing of what we're watching. So now, getting back to the gold market, Mr. Z was kind enough to send a really nice chart from our good friend Larry Williams. Known Larry for 58 years. Let's get 1 second. Met him in 1965. Put this up here. You're going to be able to see this up here. There we go. This is the gold. He publishes these a year ahead of time. This is his weekly and cycle forecast for the gold. And that low on the right there, where the arrow is April 1st. So we've got about 4 or 5 days to go. It'll be early next week. It'll be a week from today, a week from Thursday, that we're going to be looking at a possible low in the gold market. What price? I don't know. I mean, when it started breaking last night, I mean, it was such an easy thing to sell because it would rally, boom, rally, boom, rally, boom. And we just kept doing it over and over again. And that was one of the things that, we were watching that would give us a pretty good chance of what some of these markets are going to be doing here. So it's important because it's just a forecast, folks. What I do is I look at those cycles. Sure, they may mean something, but the final thing for me is I've got to find a price where I can get the friends and neighbors into these things without risking very much. And I know the gold trade didn't work out the way that we wanted. My God, we took $72 out of the long side. I'm happy for that. But, we didn't make anything. It's basically a break-even trade from the one Monday. But I'm proud of that break-even trade because we didn't lose anything. If those of you that joked with me today or last night when you got the video saying you even sounded strange because I said I was nervous, and I was nervous because I didn't think it was going to work. It just didn't bounce. If it hit 1703 and was good, it would have gone to 1725, and as high as we could get was 1715, and that was with a tiny ABCD, and boy, that was screaming, to be sold. So those are things that I'm watching. Now, there's one other thing that I'm paying attention to here. This is the Gold Miners Index. If you'll recall, it's one of the reasons why we went into it the first time. We hit that 61% retracement. We had a 2-day rally, and you can see they're banging it up today. That means the next level we're going to look at is the 78% level down there at 31.50 a share. That may or may not be a low. Hey, folks, there is a very strong probability that gold topped at $20.80 an ounce way back in August. I mean, there's a really strong probability of that. Because, look where it's at now. We're down $400, more than $400. Well, almost exactly. Well, more than $400 from the high. That's the biggest correction we've had since this bull market started back in December of 2015. So that's what we're looking at. So I appreciate the comments that you send me. I try to answer them the best I can. But I understand his frustration because I go through the same frustration that I did before. And if you want to talk about frustration, you could talk about the trade that I really like the best, which was the Japanese yen. I want to get that up here. I think we can chat about that when we get back. I hope we can. Yep, we've got it right here. And here's one that it'll put your markers out because I had eliminate from Mr. Z Well, we'll be right back. 877-927, just 6648.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
If you're not currently using the Taz Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The Taz Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, Taz understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the Taz Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, folks, I wanted to bring up one other chart. This is the trade that we were doing in the Japanese yen. Had it figured out pretty good, except that it ended up in a $200 loss. We got stopped out right on the high tick. And then, of course, it broke a lot, so I'll have to wait to see what my next strategy will be. But it was a small loss. Nevertheless, a little bit frustration. The one thing I can promise you, folks, there's a perfect way to go crazy in this business, and that's try to please everyone. And you just can't do that. So do the best you can and let the marbles come into the ring as they may, and that's all you can do. Okay, now I wanted to bring one other one to your attention here. Let's get this up here. It's looks quite similar to the euro, only it happens to be silver. And let's get it up here. We have had a low so far today of 24.01, I believe. That completes the ABCD pattern there. You see it 23.99. Now, whether we're going to get to that 23.80 tomorrow or the next day, I don't know. That's the 78% level, but we did make that. It hasn't moved very much today. That's not a good sign, but it's still early. We've got, a good 3.5 hours of trading left, so it could easily, have a move from here. But that is completing that move. And all I'm saying is, where are you going to enter? And my game plan is I'm going to wait, and it has nothing to do with Larry Williams's cycle forecast. I mean, Larry is a dear friend. I mean, I've known him for a long time. I watched his research through the years. I bought everything that he sold during the 70s and 80s through Drexel Burnham. I mean, thousands of dollars of stuff that he sold, and it was always good material. And it was very, very helpful to me, and the quality of his research is terrific. He had a programmer when nobody had a programmer, so hold on a second here, folks. I hear something beeping here. I think it's time got to ring the bell here a minute. Just a second, boys and girls. Time to ring the old bell. Hold on. Got to ring the bell. Just a second. 10-4. Got to turn this off. Okay, ka-ching. Okay, moving on here. That was a little bit of a hold on a second, a crude oil short that we put on there at 61.20, which happened to be a nice little 61% retracement. So let's remind ourselves that these things, they happen, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But when they do, they work a lot better than they don't. All right, let's move on to one other one. I wanted to talk a tiny bit more about the gold. there is a possibility, as I mentioned before, that this might be nothing. This might be just a little figment of my imagination. So far, it's held that low at 1673 that we made in the April contract, but not by much, I believe. And you know what? I don't even know if it even held that or not. I have to double check as we switched over to the June contract, and now we're paying attention to that one. So let's do one thing at a time with that. So I don't know if it's going to be a big bull market or not, folks, because this is the time. Like I say, it might be a week, but if it does, I think we'll be in it. But we might have to try it several times, just like we did here this morning and or yesterday. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, let's move on here. I have to do one other thing. They're calling me to put in another order. Hold on one second, boys and girls. I want to get this up here. And I think we'll be okay. When you do that, just go there. It should be good enough. All righty, get that out of the way. Hold on a minute. What else we got here? Okay, yeah, we're doing all right. Okay, now we can full attention here. We got the S&P trading at 39.41. We had a high of 39.70 last night or yesterday, and then 39.67 last night. So we're down quite a bit from there, and still moving down. But the soybean oil is lock limit down, folks. It's not even trading at all. So that tells us that we're going to have a really good buying opportunity in these grains. Remember, we have the big report due. I believe it is Wednesday. Tomorrow, I believe it's the 31st. I will not be on the show tomorrow because I have the live trading thing that I'm really looking forward to, and so we'll be doing that all day. But we'll be talking about it on Thursday. Friday is a holiday, Good Friday, so that'll be another interesting time where we get to celebrate. I think it's still it's a holiday, isn't it? Or did they change? No, I think Good Friday is definitely a market holiday. All right, let's another question someone's asked me, and it's about the Tesla. Just get 1 second, folks, and I'll get the Tesla up here because it's not acting well. As I recall, we were looking at it the other day, and I wanted to get it updated. No, it's actually doing pretty good. It's held that level. Son of a gun. That's good. I'm glad for him. That's terrific. Hold on just a second here. Well, it didn't. It went right to the 600 and held. Son of a gun. Well, maybe this stuff does work. Hold on just a minute, and I'll get this up here. And we'll move this over. Okay. I had my second dose of the vaccine on Sunday, and it's been a rough 2 days. I'm in great health, and boy, that thing, it's a for sure medicine because boy, it much better than I was yesterday. Yesterday was a little tougher, but son of a gun, it was not an easy gig. All right, now the bond market. We were sharply lower earlier. We've had a little bit of a rally. We rallied about a point off a little more than about 1.5 points off the bottom. The bonds are trying to make some type of a bottom in here. And I don't know, it's going to have to be temporary because the way they're talking now about another $3 trillion for infrastructure, for bridges and roads and stuff like that, and a railroad, underground railroad over at Nancy Pelosi's house so she doesn't have to get on the freeway to go to the airport. Stuff like that is very important. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But let's ask another question, and that's about the meats. I'm not following the meats at all, folks. I really don't have any opinion other than I thought the hog market was topping. I don't know if it was topping or not, but it looked like it was topping. And the same thing was true in the cattle market. It also was had a possibility of being in a downtrend or turning it to a downtrend, but I haven't even had a chance to do it. I'm focusing on so many things. Getting ready for this program tomorrow and then watching the markets is pretty intense. As you know, I watch them all night long, off and on, because I get up a lot. Mother Nature calls me to attention, and I like to check and see what the markets are doing. And many times, like last night, you had a couple of really good trading opportunities in the stock indices. But sometimes when you're asleep, you don't get them. Okay, we got the gold trading at 1863. The low's been 1878, I believe. Yeah, 1878. So it's just in a trading range. It should be that. I don't think it's going to go anywhere today, folks. It doesn't look like it has any power at all. Let me just show you what I'm looking at on a shorter term basis here. Oh, get this out of the way here. I got to get this crude oil. Get this out here. Show you what we're looking at here in the gold. We'll get this up here. Bear with me 1 second here. Okay, 591. Here we go. And that's it. Let me get this other one going. I'm just a window time vertical. Okay, now, all right, let's move on. I wanted to cover any other questions you might have. If you ever thought about calling in or asking a question today, folks, please do. I could use the help today. 877-927-6648.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar's worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den trading room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, folks, we've been asked to take a look at the Australian dollar. This is one that has been acting really nicely. You'll see here, I believe we've made that a pattern today, as I recall, very, very close to it. I don't trade it, but I mean, someone was mentioning it that it was working out really well, so I have to assume that's the one that we're looking at. The key to this chart, it goes back since the beginning of, well over a year into May of last year, but you'll notice that big expansion went to the 1.618 level. That's what we were looking at in the Japanese yen, but the yen went a little above where we wanted to risk. I guess $200 was a little too small, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, that's what we're looking at here in the Australian dollar. It should be in a level here. Now, this U.S. dollar has still got legs, folks. If this euro fails here at this 117.20 level, this is telling us that dollar index can easily make the 94 level. That's the level we've been focusing on in the newsletter. If you recall, it's a pretty big pattern. If you look at this here, this is the dollar index. Let's get this up here. You'll be able to see it. This was as of last week, and now we're right near that 94 level. You see, that would be an ABCD on the weekly chart. And also, it would be a very important number validated by the daily chart up there at that 94 level. Right now, we're at 93 and change. So it all hinges on two things. One is, of course, the Japanese yen could continue to go higher. And also, then you'd also be looking at the fact that the euro would have to be breaking below the 117.20. That's a really important number, folks, because that's a 382. That's the 382 and the 1.618 are the easy trades, folks. If you learn to do the easy trades, then it makes it you got a lot going for you. I'm going to focus on that for 5 hours tomorrow from 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock. And we've been pretty fortunate the last two that we did. And I think we'll be, the trading gods hopefully will be smiling on us tomorrow. I will do one other one. That will be in September and October, I'll do one more for the year. And that will be the two that I usually do. I'm going to be doing some traveling. It looks like we're going to be opening up Europe pretty soon. So it looks like I'll be over in Europe in late August to do a couple of seminars, and then also looks like we're going to be taking a trip to Hong Kong, possibly near Christmas, if things lighten up like we hope they might. But you never know. We might have virus number 26 coming through. It's really amazing, folks. If you've gone for your shot here at the University of Arizona, I mean, it's a drive-through. You just drive your car through, give them your ID, roll down your sleeve, and you take it, wait 15 minutes, and then you're on your way. It takes 20 minutes, 25 minutes max, and but it goes fast, and it is a huge operation. Tents everywhere, all kinds of people, volunteering and stuff. So it's a big operation. So we got to remember that these people are working hard for us. So we want to make sure that that's a good thing. Hold on a second, folks. I have to check something. I got to do a little business here. Just give me a little check. This is good. This is what I like to see. There we go. All right. Move down here a little bit. 1738. Okay. We're at the moment of truth here in the euro, folks. Now, if this euro's any good, it should stop right about here. So we'll see if it's going to be any good or not. With the low we had on the futures, came in at 1730, but that's you really need 117.20 is the number you want to be watching. So let's move on here. We have a question coming in, I believe, and it is from Oakland, Michigan. John, how are you today?
I am doing great, Larry. How are you doing today?
Staying on the green side of the grass, living the dream, my friend. Well. Hey, thank you for your email yesterday. I really appreciate it. I was so nervous, that I had to really force myself to sell the gold short. I mean, I really did. I said, it's going down. I might as well sell it. So it happened so quick that it worked out okay. What can I do for you, my friend?
Well, that's what my question is. One of the things that I struggle with in my trading is, I like the gold and silver. That's yeah. I'm bitten by that bug. I don't like to trade the stocks, the S&P, like the SPY or the E-minis, any of those. So I'm always struggling with going long all the time, always waiting for it to go long. Not, how do like you were just mentioning, how do you overcome that?
Well, part of it is, John, I've been trading so much, I look for opportunities, and I'm watching things on a short-term 15-minute chart, and all I look for, if I see lower tops, I know that the trend is down. Of course, gold is falling like a safe out of a 94-story building, so it's going down. Not that you had to have any help with the downtrend, but when I saw the lower tops last night, my key was once it broke $1,700, the first, it rallied back to 1705, which was a lower high than we'd made at 1708. And I said, well, I could risk $3 here. And I put the order in. By the time I got clicking, it had already moved $3 in my favor. So then I put my stop at break even and ended up dropping $20. So I picked up an acorn, and that's what you have to do once in a while. But, John, it's not an easy thing to do. Mark Douglas sat here for 3 years trying to get me to reverse positions when I was in something that didn't work. He said, your best trades are the ones that don't work. And, I said, I said, you're probably
I remember
right.
You talking about that a couple days ago.
And I after about a year, he said, I give up. He said, I watch you do it every day. You can't knock what you're doing, he said, so just do what you're doing. And when I do something like that, I've always got him thinking about him in the background right behind me, laughing at me or joking with me about something, But he said to me, he says, when these things break through these 786 numbers, he said, they almost always are going to go to the 127 and 1.618, either up or down. And that's what we were doing in the gold last night. We just kept breaking these numbers. And that's the real key to what we're watching anyway.
Yeah, it seems like you like to go long rather than go short. That it's a struggle for you to go short, even though it's easy to read. Hey, we're going down, yeah. But that's where I struggle all the time. I'm always looking for the bottom.
It is for me in gold.
For the turnaround.
It is for me. Yeah, sorry for interrupting, John. Go ahead. Well, I have the same problem, but it's more difficult for me because I have people following me, and we've done a great job buying and selling gold over the past couple of years here, especially since August. We've had tremendous moves here, and that's good. And so I want to continue to do that, but I get tied up emotionally when I get ready to put the order in and say, well, how much am I going to have to risk on this trade to see if it's right? And I saw the bottom coming in. I gave that order Sunday morning to buy it at 1705 with a stop at 1695. When I saw it hit 1703, I immediately fired out a video saying, for God's sake, don't let this go to a loss, because I could see it wasn't bouncing very much, but I can't hold everybody's hand. So I said, well, the best I can do is to tell you to do that. And then I sent another one out after that again saying, please, to get out of it if it goes below 1705, and most people did. So I felt okay about that.
Okay, well, Larry, you do a great job. Love listening to you every day. Great that you're on at 12 now. I can listen to you every day.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. Thanks a lot, John. Yep. Be safe, my friend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
877-927-6648.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Okay, we're back, folks, and I posted a chart of the Nasdaq. As you can see, it's lagging the market badly. I mean, what was amazing to me this morning is to see the market off quite a bit and the Russell being up so strong. So that shows you the rotation starts. And once these algo people get started, boy, you better not stand in their way, because that's really something. I wanted to show a picture of the last class we did. All that we were get together as a group. I wanted to let you know this is what we were doing. You can see me there using the proportional divider, getting ready to pick a trade. I believe we were trying to do the Greek drachma at that time. So we'll see. That's actually a picture from the ancient scribes of Greece. There's in that big picture, it's a mural, and it has Pythagoras, Socrates, Euclid. That's who's on the ground there, the father of modern geometry. And Pythagoras, there's 5 of them in there, the 5 great minds. Socrates is one of them, I think. Maybe there's 5 of them altogether. But anyway, that's you slapping on the back wall, Bill. Yeah, I got that one. Thanks for making me laugh. I could use it. Okay, yeah, that's with the crystal ball. Yeah, that's it. What was that movie? I better not move on. Let's talk just a little bit about the Bitcoin, folks, because we are approaching new highs. Did we get to 60,000 yet in the Bitcoin? I know we hit 59,000 and change, so I don't know whether it's hit 60,000 or not, but it doesn't look like a bear market to me, and I don't know anything about the stuff, so that's neither here nor there. Okay, we've got a few more minutes here to cover a couple things. So just give me 1 second. I wanted to give you another one that I think is relatively important here. That is, the crude oil has made a major top up in here. We'll get this up to 59.5. Is that the last price, Danny, or has that been the high? Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. I don't go to any of those sites. I don't know anything about that stuff. I mean, to me, talk about that's like writing on the head of a pen with a 58.7 left. So it's backed off a little. Okay, let's move on here. Another question someone asked is about platinum. Platinum looks better than any of the metals, actually. Hold on a second here. If I can find the platinum, and as the trading gods, they don't have it. That's not good. I might have it in some other place, so bear with me. I thought for sure I did, but evidently I didn't. Doggone it. Nope, I don't have platinum. Platinum looks pretty good to me on a longer-term basis, so I think it's going to be okay. But the one to watch is the silver. We've got a lot of support there, folks, at 28.70 in the silver. I don't know the last price. Let's just take a quick look at it here. And the last price has been 24.14. The low has only been 24.07, so it's actually held up relatively well. So that's a good sign. So we'll see if that continues to move on here just a little bit here. And we'll get moving on a little bit here. I just missed a signal. Doggone it. I hate doing that, but that's the way it happens. Give me 1 second here. What I did wrong. Oh, almost no cigar. Oh, no, we're okay. We're in good shape. Let's move on to the next one here. I'm keeping an eye on the crude oil here because we're in a real critical area here around the 60.30 level. It really needs to hold the 60.30. We're trading at 60.47 right now, and I shorted it up there at 61.20, and then I reversed and went long. And right now it's working, but I don't want it to go to a loss. Excuse me. So all I'm doing now is raising my stop. And this is good that I'm able to do the show this way because, frankly, I can't do all of it at one time. In other words, I'm not able to come in and do the early morning show and put the trades on because most of my trades happen in the first 2 hours of the morning, and that's the first hour is when I was doing the show, and it was really hindering getting orders placed, and that was part of the problem. Now with this late hour for me, it's much better for me, and I'm able to really make it a whole lot easier. So I'm hoping that this continues this way. We never know that, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. We just don't know. Hold on 1 second here. I want to get this moving here. Get this out of the way. Okay, hold on a second here. I've got to get another one done, and then we're all finished here. We're almost ready to go. Okay, we got the S&P trading at 39.42.5, 43, and we'll see whether that's going to make it up to that 39.55 level. That is certainly possible that it could do that. The oil, the soybean oil, has not traded, folks, for well over an hour and a half now. So that's lock limit down. That means it's going to be limit down or close to limit down again tomorrow. We're going to have a great buying opportunity, folks, after this report, because it frankly won't make any difference what that report is. It's going to be bullish because it's going to be so oversold, and the hedge funds are going to be probably the wrong way, and then you got to be ready for it. But that will be on Thursday. We can't do anything on Wednesday, of course, but we'll be watching it on Thursday for sure because it'll have some really good things. We'll be watching the easy ones, which will be corn and beans and wheat. Those are the ones that we'll be focusing on the most because it gives you the most bang for the bucks with the least amount of margin, and that's always very important when you're looking at these things. Regarding that thing that's happened with that Mr. Wang with the $20 billion, folks, he was just like the dude in Singapore. He put his money on red and it came up black, and he didn't do anything about it. And that's the problem. And then when he started to get out of it, the vultures, I'm talking the boys from the suits from the Wall Street gang of Morgan Stanley, J.P. Morgan, Citibank, all the others, they came in. Goldman Sachs, they come in to help their friends out. And yeah, right. And that's when they just basically, they took Viacom down $100, someone said. I heard that on the news, that got massacred. So this is where they clean up, and they have nowhere else to go. So that's what happens. That's what happens when you don't protect yourself, folks. The first mistake teaches. He did a right trade. There was nothing wrong with what he did. The second mistake was he didn't do anything about it, and that's where the problem lies. You know, you've got to be able to do something about it, because if you don't, then you're in really big trouble. By the way, tomorrow on the show, I'm going to be reviewing just about everything that I've ever taught, but I'm going to do it in real time so we can actually see the patterns unfold, and hopefully we'll make some money out of them, because we know they work more than they fail, and we're going to be doing them on 15-minute and 5-minute charts, so we'll be able to see the patterns unfolding. And we usually do 4 or 5 trades during the 5 hours. And so far, we've been pretty good. It's always paid for your tuition plus some. A couple of them were very, very expensive, or very, very profitable, especially the first one when we talked about buying ADA Cardano at 6 cents a share, and it went to $1.50. So that was a good one. You put $60 into 1,000 shares, and it made $1,250. That's not a bad one. Boy, it's pretty good, including commission. Shut the front door and raise the rent. Okay, you have some things to do tonight for yourself, folks, and you got to watch the silver tomorrow at 23.75. I think that's going to be where you're going to have the line in the sand, and I'm not so sure where the gold's going to go to, but I really believe that silver is going to make that 23.75. We'll be right back. 877-927-6648.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Steve Rhodes. Stay tuned for another great hour of The Trader's Edge, heard here at TFNN.com.
Okay, folks, I posted a chart, hourly chart of the, 4-hour chart of the May soybean oil. As you can see, it's been lock limit down now for well over 2 hours, but it will be probably trading tomorrow. So we'll be watching in this zone there. As you can see here from the last low, there's a very important support around 48 to 48.23. Now, if it's limit down, you certainly can't do anything. But if it's close to that level and is trading freely, which it should at 48 even, that would give us a really good chance for a very, very low risk on a market that's been extremely bullish and yet has not given you any chance to buy it until just recently, these last few days. So I think that's the type of thing we'll be watching. I'll be doing all of these. I'll be doing probably 4 or 5 trades. If I do more, it's because I'm on a good roll. If I like to do the main thing, try to make money with the darn thing. And if I can do that, that's what I want to be able to do, is to cover your tuition to watch this, because I enjoy it very much. I've been doing live trading for so many years, and it's one of my most enjoyable things to do. And so I know we'll have a lot of fun, but we're going to be doing a lot of teaching in between. But we got to find the best trades that we can with the least amount of risk. That's what we're watching. So remember, folks, live every day in an attitude of gratitude. And may God bless. And please help some of your neighbors. I keep saying that because they really need it. Just go out of your way if you have to, either through your church or whatever, and give your chance to see if you'll be able to help some of your friends, because there's a lot of people that are hurting out there. Then some of them are even afraid to ask for it, Sue. So maybe you have to press it a little bit. So we'll see you on the flip side on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be doing live trading. I hope you can join me. Look forward to seeing you if you are. And so we'll see you on the flip side on Thursday, and live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.